Hi, my name is Hunter Meredith. I'm 21 years old. I was born on May 11th, 1998. My childhood, I grew up in around Georgia, like Athens, like kind of redneck North Georgia. I grew up with my family, a really big extended family, where basically like my dad, all his brothers, my mom, her brothers, my both my grandparents, like my mom's side and my dad's side all lived within like 15 to 20 minutes away from each other. So there's a lot of family, a lot of cousins, a lot of playing outside in my childhood, and that was like it was technically like Roswell, Georgia, then Athens, Georgia, up north, um, right by the mountains, by the University of Georgia. Um, my family life is my family life is super connected. My entire family, whether it's my mom's side or my dad's side, is all close with each other. So I think that's a really cool thing for me specifically. That like my mom's brother and my dad's brothers like are all friends. They all went to high school together. All of my uncles and aunts and my parents all went to the same high school over in this area at Lake Brantley. And my grandparents, uh, my grandpa coached the football there, and my grandma taught there. So I just think that's really cool that even like my extended family, like my third cousins and second cousins, they all went like my aunts. They all went to the same high school. Um, my parents, my dad, he owns a company that is kind of like a sales company that is pretty successful over in Sanford. My mom, she is a trained speech therapist, but she also does social and speech therapy for kids with autism. And I'm really passionate about what my mom does because I've worked with her for most of my life. Like I've gone there and I've helped out, and I've always been a part of that. And it's really cool to see how my mom is now like a revered figure in the social like therapy scene. I do have one sibling. She's my little sister. She's in high school right now. She's about to graduate and go to the University of Alabama, which is a really weird thing for me because I'm a Georgia Bulldogs fan. We're from Georgia, and she's choosing to go to Alabama. But yeah, my little sister, she's a cheerleader. She's won the cheerleading worlds competition, so she's pretty accomplished in that. My favorite video game of all time is kind of a hard thing to say. Uh, the game I play the most is Call of Duty or FIFA. I've been playing those since I was really little, and I do casting and commentary for Call of Duty, Overwatch, and League of Legends. But my favorite game of all time is probably Kingdom Hearts, just because I played that when I was a little kid, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. My experience of playing soccer in college, I played 3 years at Warner University. After playing 4 years of high school and club like my entire life. Um, yeah, I went to a pretty small school, which in Warner, it's a small Christian school where agriculture is like the biggest major, and I went on a scholarship when I didn't think I was going to play college soccer because I didn't play a lot in high school, but I got a full ride playing in a position I didn't actually play in high school. And yeah, so like the first year was just the first 2 years was just a lot of work. It's just it taught me a lot about myself, about how to manage my time because it wasn't only managing social life, class, and work. It was managing that with a another full-time job in soccer where I was expected to be at practice. I was expected to work out. I was expected to diet myself a certain way. I was expected to have a certain GPA in order to not only stay in the school but to stay on the team and be able to play. I was expected to be there for my teammates, who are my brothers, and even though I didn't graduate at that college and I still don't go there. Those guys are still my brothers, and I'm always there for them. I've been to their weddings, and I just think that the college soccer experience taught me a lot about family and teamwork, uh, which is something that I feel like I'm going to really take forward in sportscasting. Being able to work with a group of guys on a desk and with the people behind the camera to in order to make a really good experience for people watching. However, that career ended shorter than I wanted it to. I was hopeful to be able to play professional soccer, but I uh, I never really had a big injury. It was just a bunch of small injuries to my left leg, like my hamstring, my knee, my calf, and then a lot of like groin area injuries, like my hip, where like now I can't really straighten my left leg all the way without pain, and just it was less of oh you can't play ever again, and it was more so I I don't want to go through this pain anymore. It's hard to manage. It was getting hard to manage playing, like being on the team in school when I was going through really bad depression. I wasn't able to play. I wasn't able to really walk very well, and it just really messed with my head. Um, so I ended up transferring out, going to community college in this area and Seminole State, not really knowing what I wanted to do with myself because my main plan for the past 12 years of my life was just kind of gone. And my mom sent me an email about Full Sail with the caption, well, if you can't play soccer, you might as well talk about it for your job. And then I enrolled like 2 days later. I went to the tour and was like, yeah, this is it. I want to do Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting. But my favorite soccer team is Borussia Dortmund or Hajduk Split, which is a team from my family's hometown, like where my family from is in Europe, in Croatia. But Dortmund's my favorite team just because it's a fan-owned team, which I think is really cool, and just the fact that they have one of the biggest stadiums in the world, had almost 100,000 people, and they managed to sell it out every game and almost sell out the stadium some years in season tickets. And you can tell that the players are really passionate about them, about the team as well, and about the environment they've created. I've been to a few games, most of them in the States. That was when I really fell in love with the team because they do a thing in winter where they go on like a it's like off season for soccer. So they did that in Florida a couple years ago, and I went to that, and then I went to Germany twice in Dortmund to go see one of their games with my dad because my dad was born in Germany, so we went and visit that too. But I think it was really cool. It was like the entire city loved the team. Everybody wore the team colors, which is yellow, which I usually don't think is a very good looking color, but like everybody wears it and everybody there watches that team. It's so different than America where oh yeah, we're from UCF or we're from Florida. We like the Magic, I guess, because it's our local team, but there it's like yes, they watch every game. They go to as many games as they can. But yeah, esports wise, I really I don't see myself playing any esports. I am at a high, like I do compete in some just for fun with friends, but I really want to be a part of the studio that creates the live TV and the live events for it. That's kind of the dream. I want to be able to move to where they're taking place, which is right now in LA mostly for the studios, which is expensive, but it's what I want to do, so I'm 100% committed to do that. Yeah, thank you, Josh, for having me. Yeah, thank you.